What the fuck is up, people? We're back. He's drinking DILF juice, and we're here. We're here for you on another episode. Ew, is that better be ice, dude? That looks like
Ice. It's ice. It's
okay. I was gonna
ice.
say the way it came out. Um,
It's aminos.
so uh, so what's going on, man? It looks like
Mm.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's blueberry acai flavored essential amino acids.
Wow, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's really dude. It tastes really good. It tastes like Powerade. Remember Powerade? Were you ever
No,
Powerade
I
guy
was
or
always
no?
a Gatorade guy.
Dude, Gatorade's okay. Gatorade's amazing, but dude, Powerade, that blue Powerade at at like uh like Burger King or something, dude. That shit's good, dude. It made your knees weak.
You'd be the guy that would drink Powerade after you got a fast food burger. That's funny.
Yeah, dude. It made your ass loosen up good too, dude. Like your asshole's
Oh,
really tight, you know. It's all
and
puckered
Gatorade
up.
loosened it. Wow.
Yeah, it loosens it up. So yeah, but anywho, we were talking. Uh, I think it was the day. I think it was Monday. You're mentioning that you're moving in. You're moving houses.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
I move in tomorrow actually. I've got my most of my stuff packed away, all my clothes and whatnot, just like putting toiletries away. And
Right.
my roommates, I talk. First of all, this whole situation is weird as hell. Like
So you're moving
Clemson
in
in
a
its
house with
entirety.
guys
I'm
for
moving in a house
school.
with guys that already live there, and I didn't talk to
Oh
these
shit.
guys for the first time until yesterday.
Oh sh.
So I knew
That's.
nothing about them. And I get it.
Do
Like if I
they like black people?
I don't even know. Something told me at
Do
the
they
end
know
of the
you're black?
conversation. That's what I was thinking. I was like, should I say I'm
They
Mex,
saw.
like just to make
Yeah,
sure, like they
yeah,
know. But
yeah.
no, we were talking back and forth, and I was like, yo, like one of them's name. They seem like cool guys. I mean, one guy's named Shaq, and then the other guy's
Oh,
Parker. So like that's a cool name. Shaq is cool. His name is Aaron.
but
Like how the hell did you get
it,
to Shaq?
but is he white?
I'm sure they're both white. I mean, literally like 85%, if not more, 95% of my school is white. Um,
Mm.
so
But if your name is Shaq though, you can't be white, or
that's what
unless
I'm
you're
saying.
like, you know,
Maybe he's called Shaq because he really likes Shaq, which maybe he's not racist. I don't really care, to be honest. Like, it's not like
right.
they're gonna do
Well,
anything
I'm not saying he
unless
has to be black
they're
either.
huge guys. But I'm not.
You
I
could,
think that they're chill. But
right.
yeah, didn't talk to him until yesterday. Um, and they seem cool, but we were trying to, I guess, get a feel for everybody or get a feel for one another. And I like text. I was like, yeah, I get that you guys probably have a dynamic, going into
Yeah,
this. I'm just adding to the mix. Just like obviously, let me know how you guys like to run things. I'm like low maintenance. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm pretty chill.
yeah,
Um, and then they started asking questions, and they're like, "Where are you from?" Like I was like, I don't like that question because I'm not from LA. Like none of us are from
yeah.
LA. We're from
I
cities
don't like
within
answering
LA,
that question either. Yeah, same.
but they don't know. Like, yeah, if you say I'm from PV, they're like, "Oh, where's that? Is that near like where
Yeah,
LeBron lives?" Like, no, dude,
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so I just said
yeah,
LA, and I knew the
yeah. Of
second I
course.
said that these are like probably small city guys. One's from Tennessee, one's from Clemson, or not Clemson, one's from
Uh,
South Carolina somewhere. So
yeah.
immediately I started getting hit with these questions like, "Oh, bro, do you smoke the mad loud?" And I was like, "Get off my phone, dude!" Like I get it. Like
Can
you
you get
wanted
us
to
some
know if I
weed?
smoke. And I was like, nah, I'm not a big smoker, man. He's like, oh, cool. We're not either. He's like, we're two dirty motherfuckers. And I was like, everything they were saying basically was like, I guess to get a
Right.
reaction out of me to be like, oh, cool, me too. Like I shit on my hands and eat it. Like, what do you want me to say to that? Like,
Yeah,
I'm dirty too, bro. Hell yeah. Like, no, like
yeah.
I'm gonna clean my stuff. Like if you're dirty,
I don't
that's
have a
fine. Keep it in
father too.
your keep it in your room. I don't care. But
Okay,
they just kept
interesting.
asking questions like that. And they're like, the first question actually that they asked was not to assume anything, bro, but let's see what it says. Or we don't want to make any assumptions or not no hard feelings, but how do you identify? Because a few of our roommates were female and we just want to know like what the deal is. And I was like, nah, I'm a dude. And they're like, you're letting us down. I was like, I could change. I promise I could transition. Uh, so I'm hoping that they're cool. I mean, they say like all of our roommates, not roommates, all of our, what do you call it? Neighbors are females, I guess. And apparently a great deal of them are bitches though. So not
Wow.
really looking forward to moving into that mix because contrary to popular belief, I've seen some sororities and I've seen girls units, and I am gonna say this, and it may seem biased, but girls are dirtier than guys. Um,
Dude, they are. The amount of dorm rooms I've been
so
in, the amount of chicks dorm rooms
um,
I've been in that are disgusting. Way
yeah,
worse than mine ever was. And like
yeah.
I'm a
I
guy,
mean,
and and I was a dude. I still am a
it's like
dude.
it's just a flip. It's a flip, right? You walk into a frat, and the whole common area is dirty because they throw parties and people come over
Yeah,
and toss beers and shit and don't care. They don't give two squats about everything around there because they don't live there. But then you go into a
yeah,
guy's room in a frat, and it's generally, it may be messy or cluttered, but it's not like dirty. Girls are like the
yeah,
flip, right? It's all about presentation. So you walk in, it smells pretty, it looks
yeah.
good, there's flowers everywhere. And then you walk into a girl's room and there's like vomit in the corner from one night when she stumbled back in, and there's
She didn't want
freaking
to clean it up.
hair and everything all over, dirty towels, dirty clothes, freaking coochie snot
Tampons on the
panties. I just
floor.
learned coochie
Yeah,
snot.
that
I
what?
guess it's just
That's a
coochie snot is
thing.
just another way of saying discharge. I saw TikTok.
Oh, like the
So
clap, like the
no,
clap,
it's not. It's not like it's a regular thing, I guess.
like
Like
gonorrhea,
it's just
or
no, it's not. It's like
or
every
oh,
female
it's
has it.
just some
It's
juice that
just,
comes
hey, it's
out.
Tuesday. There's some stuff that just came out,
Oh, okay,
right? So yeah,
huh?
I've seen things like that, and I'm like, I'm never, I just don't like it when they're always like guys are dirty. So I'm like, that's I'm not gonna fight you on that,
Yeah.
but that's dirty. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to moving next to these females, really. But it is
Are
what
they?
it
Is
is.
this
It's a really
sorority
nice
house?
apartment.
Are they
No,
sorority houses? Okay.
it's like this new housing unit that it's its first year on Clemson, and they just got another building or another complex somewhere else. Um,
Okay.
and I think it's supposed to rival this other place that's supposed to be senior housing, quote unquote,
Okay.
which is really nice actually. Like this is the other one that's where I wanted to live, but it's a little pricey. Which pricey in South Carolina is not pricey at all.
Yeah.
Um, but it's like right on the lake. You could rent kayaks. You could freaking bring your own boat, and you could pay to dock your boat at the lake because it's a huge lake. It's a natural lake.
Damn.
And basically they have enough boat spots or like kayak spots for everybody in their units. It's just a matter of if you want to pay for it. Um,
Wow.
and then there's fishing and all that kind of stuff. There's like a dog pool that they've sectioned out from the lake.
Huh.
It's like really high class,
Wow.
living for South Carolina.
Yeah.
Which,
East
when you think
Coast.
about it, that's probably most of the kids that go to Clemson are from South Carolina. So that's basically the lifestyle that they've been living up to
Everyone in
that
their
point.
boats. Yeah. They just drive a
So
couple hours up there to dock their boat, and they're good to
yeah,
go.
so
Yeah.
that was pretty chill. Maybe I'm striving for that next year, but yeah, chill guys. They went about asking questions really weird, which I guess I get it because it's you know our first time talking, uh, and I guess you don't want
And
to
you're also
flat
from
out be like,
LA.
yeah, flat out like, do you smoke? Because we don't smoke. I'm like, I wouldn't care. I'm like, fine, I'll go smoke elsewhere, but I
Yeah.
won't smoke. Like, who the hell
Yeah.
fiends for weed that bad? But I'm like, oh, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah. You
I gotta
smoke?
bring my bong. I gotta. I'm not
Yeah.
bugging that. I can't smoke if I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also don't like the dynamic of the school, like, or not the school, but this pandemic has really made schools work in
Yeah,
tougher
dude.
times. But I think Clemson,
Yeah.
above all, is not really managing it super well. Like kids can't live. You can't pick your roommates. You have to roommate match, and even when you roommate match, you have to or you can't rather, you can't talk to your roommates until like the week before you're about to go move in with them. So I can
That
start
sounds
talking to these
terrible.
fools, sign a lease, and then, or excuse me,
Yeah.
I'll sign a lease, then start talking to these fools
Yeah.
and find out that they're freaking weirdos. And I'm like, well, shit, that's SOL
Yeah.
for me. I have to live with these guys. Um,
Yeah, we
I
don't even
guess,
know yet if they're really weirdos, dude, because I mean, you haven't even really lived with them yet. And they
yeah.
already
I
sound
mean,
like weirdos, sort of. They seem nice.
I
but
mean,
they
yeah.
seem like it sounds to me, I'm gonna guess, dude. I'm gonna guess right now. I'm going on a limb here. I'm gonna make a prediction. These kids, dude, they've never seen a black guy before in their life. And now,
I bet the Tennessee kid has.
maybe, but for the most part, they've never really been around black people before. So they're like excited, but like really,
Well, they're not
yeah.
excited. They don't know.
They're
Maybe they
excited
will
because it's
be.
the unknown. It's because it's the
Right.
unknown. They're like, oh my God, this, this black guy's coming into our house. Like, we got a black guy. Yeah. Like they've never met black people before. Like, he's going to teach us how to like tie up our do-rags, smoke sick blunts, roll up some doobies, you know, uh, boost some cars. It's gonna be sick,
I have the
bro.
exact opposite feeling that you have.
Really?
I feel
Okay.
like these guys are probably going to be like pretty conservative, like cool.
Okay.
He's,
Yeah.
he's like
Okay.
no one cares that he's black. Like I just feel that I mean like most of the people I've talked to are kind of like that. It's not like I get like a super warm welcome, which I think
Yeah.
is generally just not the case amongst the college kids in the South. I feel like they're pretty what's that word? Nichey, but there's an actual word for it. Oh my,
Clicky.
clicky. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I feel like
clicky.
they're pretty
Yeah.
clicky. They work within their own little groups
Yeah.
for
So
the
it's not that
most
they don't
part.
like. It's not they're like racist, but it's more so like
They're
I
not very
have my
welcoming.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I have my people. And that's it.
Yeah. I feel like on the
Okay.
West Coast, so we obviously are just like, oh my God, yeah, come, bring your friend, bring your
Yeah. You
dog,
like
bring
chai
your
tea
pet
as well?
parrot, you
Yeah.
know. So I'm not really expecting like a huge warm welcome, which me, I mean, me, like I'm all for that. Let me do my thing, I'll let you do yours,
Yeah.
and we're all good. So that's it, man. I mean, that's
Do you
all I've
think
got going.
it's going to be like a coexisting basically situation where you're just existing, you're just there, and like you guys
I
are just
mean, I
there,
did
just
plan
do your own thing.
on assessing the situation obviously when I first got there, but I did plan on being a little bit more outwardly, a little more outgoing
Social.
than I typically am
Yeah.
because I'm coming into this with the outstanding like shitty situation that's going on. Like most people
Yeah.
that are in my position are already, that are transferring in or first years, they're already put in a position where they're put with random people. They don't know anybody
Yeah.
coming in. They haven't been given opportunity to communicate with anybody or learn what they want to do. And for the most part, at least for me, any sport that I want to participate in is pretty much non-existent right now, unless I want to go out and try football, which I may, but I'm not quite ready for that fisting yet.
I know.
Um,
Uh,
but
but yeah.
there's no way to get ready for it. It's D1 football, like the highest caliber. So I just got to be willing to take that. But
Yeah.
I thought about lacrosse, and like that's not going to happen. I don't think that's a thing. So
I don't
it's
know
kind of
about
just
Clemson,
like
but
they have a club team,
okay. Well,
and
because I
they
know
had a couple
lacrosse is
guys, I think, from
the
like
seasons are
Malvern Prep.
starting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, like
The seasons are gonna happen.
they are even club.
Yeah, I
I know
talked to
Jacksonville might play because they're D1, but I don't think
yeah,
club teams were gonna go out. I mean, Clemson might because it's fucking,
I would
it's a
assume.
huge school and
I
they
would
don't
assume they
care
would.
about COVID. Um,
That dude, or just do some intramural like basket weaving or
Basket weaving, that's what they said about
tennis. Do some
Jameis Winston.
tennis, bro.
Nah, I'm kind of
Get
over
the
tennis.
get those Jack Purcells on, play some badminton.
If I did, I'd probably play like soccer or something if I played intramural,
Uh
or maybe baseball.
Pass the ball, the
What?
soccer,
Yeah, maybe one of those two, just because it's like super easy and it's really fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because
but
I was gonna say like I don't know if you want to put yourself through like more pressure than you already are, just with school and stuff.
yeah,
Unless you feel like
yeah.
unless you feel like your load is good and like you feel like you have a grip on everything, then yeah, go for
I
it.
don't know. I mean, I also feel like there's huge benefits that I'll get from playing football. Maybe not this semester, but next semester, if I actually did go for it. Like, I feel like I can get on the team, right? Like, I've seen kids
Yeah.
that got on the team. That's not my problem. My problem is in my head, I can't rationalize going to practice, waking up for 5 a.m. lifts,
Yeah.
doing all this shit if I'm not playing. So at
Right.
least for the downside is like, okay, I'm gonna have to work extra hard to get a, even battle for a starting position or even battle for time at all. And the upside is, well, at least it won't be for nothing,
Yeah, you'll
essentially.
get a
So I mean,
ring
there's
because
there's
Sunshine's
plenty
still
of
there, right?
guys. No, he's not. He declared for the draft. He said Sunshine.
I thought
uh,
Sunshine was still there, dude. You could have got
no,
another.
this
You could have gotten a
year this
ring.
year is going to be a huge rebuilding year for Clemson,
Ooh,
which is
okay.
maybe good for me, right?
Hey, yeah, that might
Couple guys,
that
their
might be a
running
good
back,
opportunity.
I think Amari and Trevor, they all declared for the
Oh, they're
draft.
yeah, those are pussies. Get them out of there.
So
Get rid of
I'm
them.
pretty not stoked that they left, but stoked that maybe they're. I'm just stoked on the school overall.
Yeah, dude,
Mostly
it's exciting.
football, dude. I just don't want to be a fat fuck anymore, and I think I still got some juice in me, so we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, come out of
Um,
retirement.
yeah, I like actual juice. I think I'm gonna start shooting up
All
just a
right,
couple weeks and
yeah,
then get it out of my system. No, yeah, I think I
yeah.
do. I do. I have tons of football left in me. I'm just waiting to actually play and fucking compete. Really, that's really what it is. It's not even football or lacrosse. It's just I miss like when we
Sports.
were just competing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now it's like I'm tired of people telling me like it's not that serious. No, it is that serious. Like
Yeah, it is,
I
bro.
want, I want to be like kind of passionate about something again.
Yeah,
And
dude.
it's
That's
not
why.
school. So
Yeah. Well, no, of course not. But that's why that's why I when I quit lacrosse, I went straight into bodybuilding. It wasn't there was never like a
yeah,
time in between because like I couldn't take it like not I enjoyed like the first like month of like not having to do lacrosse or anything, but like after that I was like I want to put a gun in my mouth, you know?
yeah, not having that routine is so odd.
Yeah, dude.
Um,
Like eat a Jersey Mike sub and then like a giant, like two giants, and then Italian style, was it number seven? And then put a gun in my mouth after that, So like uh
two giants, Jesus Christ, it's
yeah,
all
have you ever had
way too much.
have you ever had two giants, dude?
No, bro,
It's
I have one
amazing,
giant,
bro.
and I sometimes save half of it because I know that the one
Dude,
giant is like I could finish it, but I don't like that feeling of stuffed.
dude,
But
you're not fun anymore, bro. What
what my
happened?
stuffed is your. I'm kind of full.
Appetizer.
You're like, that was a good starter. You're like, I
Yeah,
could eat this other one. When you eat the second one,
dude.
then you feel like I felt when I ate one
Uh,
full one.
what
I don't
happened
know.
to you,
I
man?
honestly can tell you what it is. Is I'm not.
Losing
It's
your appetite in
because
your
like
old
we're just
age.
talking about.
Oh, you're
We're
not
not.
moving
I'm
as
not in that
much.
routine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. When we were
You're not playing
eating like
sports.
everything in sight, when we'd go to El Pollo Loco and get a family
That's what I'm
pack and eat
saying.
that and still be hungry, and
Yeah,
then
that's
we'd
what I'm
go get
saying.
like that's gone because we're playing lacrosse 5 days a week, and then we're shooting on the weekends or working
Yeah,
out or lifting or something. I'm like. Like I'm probably moving around 4 days a week now, lifting
yeah.
or working out 4 days a week. And
That's
it's not even the
crazy.
lifting really, it's the cardio. It's
Yeah,
running for 2 3 hours in a day. I'm not doing that shit anymore.
yeah.
So it's like
That's
that is all gone.
crazy.
That's when I was hungry. That's when I was literally eating like that twice as much as I would say I'm eating now and not gaining
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah, I remember you had the gainer shakes, right? The muscle tech
I
gainer
was trying
shake.
everything to put on weight, dude.
Yeah.
Everything. I
Those
was
things are
thinking
like
that
over 1,000 calories a shake.
those were yeah. And the guy I was training with was telling me, shout out Mike Winger. You guys look him up. Good guy. Good football trainer. He was telling me that I should double down on it when I was having like breaks in between meals.
Hmm.
So the freaking schedule he had me on was like eating as often as you would have me eat, but it would also be eating more, right? It wasn't eating smaller
Yeah.
quantities because I wasn't trying to lose weight. I was trying to gain it. And it'd be much denser meals. So it was a lot of red meat. And on
Okay.
top of that, it was fucking eating those protein shakes. And I say it right. You're not drinking them, you're eating them because that thing is
Yeah,
heavy,
dude.
dude. It's a
Thick as
dense
hell.
shake. And it was like a scooper this big and like this
Yeah.
wide. And I had two scoops of it and I
Where
was
you're like,
literally almost
yeah.
I would almost throw up after drinking it because it was so heavy. I was like, and I
Yeah.
had to keep it down. And literally, I did that for probably a year straight, only to gain like 5 pounds
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
left high school. So I was
Yeah,
like,
you were so lean.
the second that I like cut back on cardio and kept eating the same because I was still lifting often
Yeah.
that first year, that's when I actually started gaining good weight. Um,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
Now it's just like the second I get back into running, whether it's like lacrosse, soccer, or really like good football, I
Yeah.
think the weight's gonna fall off me, and my
Mhm.
appetite will shoot through the roof.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what my poops are like then, bro. Oh my god, they're gonna be freaking massive, dude.
Like 6 times a day, like once after every meal.
Jesus, that sucks. Coach, I gotta take a break. I can't do this last set. I
Yeah.
gotta shit. Uh, but
Oh, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we'll see. My schedule's all right. I'm not too bogged down.
Okay.
It's just so awkward being like I don't want to say. Obviously, I've been taking classes, for the last however many years, and keeping up with school. But it's like, in my opinion, I haven't viewed my schooling as real schooling until now. Um,
Okay.
because I get it. Like whoever's out there, if you're going to a JC, like good for you, more power to you. But acknowledge the situation you're in. That's not real school. If you're not coming out of JCs with above a 3.5, you're doing something wrong.
Okay.
And you're in for a
Hmm.
real treat when you go to a 4 year. I guarantee it. Um,
Yeah.
with that being said, though, if you're listening to this, you're also probably someone who knows one of us, and the chances of you succeeding in JCs or any college is greatly higher because our schools are, on average, much better than a lot of other public schools and a lot of private schools as well.
Yeah, I'd assume
But
so.
uh, but yeah, I haven't really looked at school as like a real thing until now, and it
So
doesn't
it
it
hit
doesn't
you.
mean that it's any harder. It's not any harder. It's just like weird because it's like I don't know. I think it's going to be that social aspect that's weird. I'm
Yeah.
going to go from like coming home and like either hanging out with like hometown friends or just
Yeah.
being home in general to being in a different place. And then on top of that, still not being able to really make friends other than the two guys that I'm rooming with. Um,
Yeah. I mean, right now it's hard because of the pandemic, but uh I mean, I don't know how many classes are going to be in person for you, but like you said, all online, right?
all my classes are online, but I could have had all my classes in person.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. You'll have to see, who your roommates are really, and like what kind of friends they have. And you never know. They might know some people, who have some sick ass ragers with wet t-shirt contests and titties flying everywhere, and then all of a sudden, now you're in the middle of a National Lampoon movie, bro. You never know.
Talking about some bacon grease titties right here. We're in the South, man. Some deep fried barbecue titties. No thanks.
Those probably taste the best, man. They'll probably give you high cholesterol. Dude, they'll probably lower your HDL cholesterol, but
Lower my
they
HDL,
probably
probably
taste
give me
really
a
good.
heart attack. Are you serious? Um,
Yeah, a little bit of hypertension, but that's fine, For a little bit of flavor, it's good for the soul, dude.
uh,
You never had some fried titty before, bro? You never
fried
had some fried
titty.
titty?
No, I can't say that I
I'm
have.
deep in the South, dude. I'm as south as you can go, bro.
And somehow you've
This shit
managed to
is
find all
deep,
the
deep
girls
fried.
that aren't really Southern, though.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
Not at
it's
all. They're
because
all
it's not somehow. It's because you're actively not seeking them out. Like it's one thing to go to school in the South, and it's another thing to like fully immerse yourself and be like, yeah, I got myself a Southern belle. Like,
yeah.
no,
I mean, I would agree with that, but I also think that a lot of the people here are really not from the South. A lot of them aren't.
I thought a lot of them were from Jacksonville. A lot of Jacksonville kids are from Jacksonville.
There are, but Jacksonville's different. It's not
Mm.
like hey brother, America brother,
Yeah,
like let's
yeah,
go
yeah,
mudding in our four wheelers, brother. Let's
yeah.
go
It's a. I
marry our
understand that.
second
Yeah.
cousins, brother. Yeah. Uh, but it's more so like people from Georgia, a lot of the people from Georgia, yeah, maybe a little bit more southern, but then there's also a lot of like a lot of the girls like from Atlanta, so it's not really like from the South. It's more city, you know, uh,
Yeah.
artsy fartsy kind of shit, and then there's a lot of girls from like Northeast, so not getting a lot of South. I
Northeast,
think
really. Hmm.
yeah, I think a lot of the Southern chicks are actually more South than Jacksonville. You see more like the Florida State chicks who are uh, like UNF, which is actually northern from here. I think I'm not sure, but
No,
uh,
you're pretty damn north.
That's true, but like you see that like in Florida State, you know,
Yeah.
University of Florida. Those are usually where the Southern chicks are. Jacksonville is kind of like the I don't even know, dude. It's a cesspool. It's a cesspool. It's a toilet bowl of a mixture of different people, and
Well,
a lot of
I don't get that.
diseases,
Ew.
a lot of STDs. But you were here, dude. You saw it. Like, I mean, you only really saw
Yeah,
the lacrosse sort of community, and they're all from like the Northeast.
they're all like, yeah, Maryland and up.
So you didn't really get full experience. But that's really
Dude,
all I.
I mean, the guys on the guys team. Well, I guess that is pop. That's proper now, right? I mean, there's transgender sports now, whatever. Um,
Whatever.
the most of the guys on the team when you were still playing, like I didn't understand their vibe at all. Like there was obviously West Coast, like me, you, and then we saw Brett while we were there. And then
Yeah.
I feel like there's a very distinct, like I'm from Boston, North Carolina, Maryland, that area. But I didn't get either one of those vibes from any of the people there. And I was just trying to understand, like, I was just confused really. Because it was only two, like, I guess, major regions that we were exposed to. It's like you're either, East Coast or
Yeah. It
West
was it was
Coast.
like Maryland, Delaware-ish,
Yeah. So,
New
I
York.
mean, the girls were super concentrated, like literally all Maryland and all like whatever,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Baltimore, bro. Baltimore babes.
How they Baltimore? That's what I said. Baltimore, Baltimore. I forget how they freaking say it. They talk like retards there. I mean, they
Yeah.
talk like not smart people.
Wait, whoa, yeah. Hey,
Uh,
this is a PG podcast, all right?
if you're from Baltimore, cool. um, yeah, it was super concentrated. I don't know. I don't think it's like that here, dude. Literally, like everybody is
It's all
from
southern
South
southern people, right?
Carolina.
Yeah. You
It's
get
not even
more,
Southern people. It's like all South Carolina. Like I'm from
but that's
Greenville.
that,
I'm from
that's still the
Clemson.
South. That's still the South though. But you get more of that South vibe though than here, I think.
Yeah, we had this thing the other day. It's called a community dialogue, and you had to participate in at least I think one a
Uh-huh.
semester. And this one was I thought it was like community. I guess I don't know. I shouldn't have gone into it with pretenses. I guess, but I thought it was going to be just about involving yourself in what is Clemson community as like incoming freshman or reevaluating what that means every semester or whatever. And it was not that at all. Like it was two black girls that led it, and it very quickly just became like about BLM and things like that. And I didn't have a
Oh
problem
boy.
with that. I was just
Yeah.
not expecting it, and I wasn't
Mm.
expecting it because there's literally like besides the two that were running it, there were two other black kids. It was like me and one other black kid,
Uh
and everybody else was it was like 30 other white people. I was like, this is awkward. Like, what are we supposed to? I guess that's the point that they were trying to get across was that we're such a small minority of the school. I was like, but obviously it's South Carolina. Who the fuck is like thinking, from a more diverse state? Let me go to
yeah.
Clemson.
Yeah.
I was just doing
But
that because it's like
they want to make
paradoxical
everyone
from my
feel
school.
included though, still.
I
Even though
got
yeah,
it, but it
you're
was like
definitely a lot smaller
it was a little
minority there.
strange to have that conversation. And it was like I felt like a lot of tension rising. And I was like, this is weird. Like people were saying things and like there's kids on Zoom that were giggling. And I was like, yeah, he's super conservative and I don't have a problem. I'm just like, that's interesting to think about. And it was like they were kind of trying to guilt these people into like apologizing. And I was like, these are like college kids. She's like, so what do you guys think about mass incarceration? And I was like, what do
Oh,
you
what?
like? I understand where you're trying to go with this, but like, what are you trying to get out of it right now? Like, I'm like, half of these kids in here, it's our first semester here. Like, and
Yeah.
honestly, they were just like, Clemson is like good and all, but, and then they went off for an hour, like rapping the school, like it's garbage in this way, it's garbage in this way. And I'm like, why do you go
It's
here? Like,
yeah.
why if you feel this way and you obviously feel so strongly about it, number one, you shouldn't be the people leading this because this is for people coming into the school and the first thing we hear when we go
Yeah.
through the door is that the school sucks and everybody here is racist. Like what? Okay, that shouldn't be the first thing we hear. And secondly, like why don't you just transfer? Like just
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. um
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm with them,
Yeah.
Blackie. Get on out of here. Like I was like, what what is the point? Like, you're just ripping the school. And I was like, obviously, it's not all good and all because that's the only thing that you said about it that was good. It's good and all. Like, and then you continued on shitting on the school. So it was just weird for me to be a part of that as well. And I swear that one of the girls was someone that I saw when I first visited Clemson like a year ago, and I was on a
She
tour,
hot?
and my dad, no, not at all. I was just no. Oh my god,
I'm
I
just
want to talk
messing.
to
I
her
don't.
further because she's a pretty
Okay.
smart girl.
She could be an ally. She could be an asset.
And she, yeah, I mean, I was like, I like this dialogue. I think that it, I talked to her at the end for a little bit. I was like, I think it needs to happen probably like bi-weekly or like monthly for it to actually have progress. But I swear she was one of the other girls, two girls that led it. She was one that was ripping it. And I swear that when I went on this tour, I passed these couple of black kids, and me and my dad looked at them, or my dad and I, whatever, and we turned, and he like looked over, and I was like, okay, and I waited for the group to pass, and I was gonna ask him, I was like, what do you like? Come on, like, hey, hey,
Yeah.
how do you guys like it? Anybody try to
Yeah.
lynch you?
Hey.
Hey, come on, hey. The tree's
Yeah.
strong here. Hey, come on. Hey.
Yeah. The tree's strong. Oh
So I
my
went over there and
god.
I remember doing that, and they were like, no, we actually love it here. We love Clemson. I swear to you, one of the girls that led it was the girl that I saw. And then obviously she just lied to my face. Because that's not how she really feels. But she was like, yeah, she's like,
Good.
I've had bananas thrown in my hallway outside of my door.
What?
And she's like some really crazy shit. But it's also crazy because inversely, I think Clemson like the last 3 years has been rated like the safest campus in the US or something like that. So it's like
Wow.
you'll know that they hate you, but they won't do anything about that hate, which I guess is good to
Uh,
know. I
they
guess.
they won't bully you, but they'll let you know that they don't like you.
I guess. So yeah, she's like, while that shit's happening, she's like downtown. I'll just be walking with my friends, and they'll be riding in the back of their pickup truck, just yelling racial slurs at us. And
Damn.
then they said they put bananas on the hallway of like this one building, which was like I forget what they call it, but it basically is live-in education. Is that maybe what they call it at my school? Basically, you live in a building. They teach classes at the bottom floor of it. And then you just go
Oh,
upstairs. Um,
nice. Okay, no, that's
and so she
sweet.
said they lived in one, which was for the advancement of like immigrant kids, first generation students, and kids of color, students of color. And so they would just put bananas down the whole hallway because basically all of them were black. Or they would call
Oh
like
my god.
the drug section of the police department and say that like this floor smells like drugs, and the dogs would come through like every other day. And I was like, holy shit, these people are devout. Like I just
Yeah.
thought to myself, I was like, if I
Hey,
was a
you got to give
racist,
him
I
that.
wouldn't even think of that. Like the
You
bananas,
got to.
okay.
That's
I
creative.
wouldn't
That's
I
creative.
would not think to call the drug dogs every week. I mean, like that's fucking kind of genius. I mean, it's racist genius, but it's smart, I guess.
Yeah, dude, like that I'll give him that, dude. I'll give him props for that. Like if you're really trying to be a racist, like that's dedication for sure.
So like, geez, I
That's
was
like,
like,
I mean, because you can't be lynching people nowadays. You know what I mean? That's murder. But so the next best.
it's always been murder. You can't just be lynching people willy nilly. Come on.
Yeah, well, like, there's some
No,
regulations
I get what you're
nowadays,
saying. I
right?
get there's rules and regulations that we must abide by. Um,
Yeah,
nah, I honestly wasn't even off put by this stuff. Like it was almost
really.
like subconsciously and consciously, I was like, knew it. Like, come on.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
living in South Carolina. You've got to understand that this school is the only symbolic representative of knowledge in this entire state almost.
Oh,
And everybody around it is basically relative to us or relative to what we're familiar with
uneducated.
is super uneducated. Yeah. So like what do you expect them to come to step foot on Clemson's grounds and be like, I don't hate immigrants anymore. I think Mexicans should hop the
Yeah.
border. Like, no, they're not going to change. Obviously, like if their toothless grandma was telling them that blacks are terrorists and Mexicans are
Yeah.
rapists, like they're going to believe that even going into the school. So,
Yeah.
I wasn't shocked by that information so much as
Well,
I
because
was
it's
just
ignorant. It's not so much like they really. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure some of them really like to be
No, they
racist, but
really
like,
do like being racist, but they don't know that there's
oh,
something else to fill. No, I get what you're saying. It's like
okay,
it's just a lack of exposure. Like we know differently
yeah,
because we were exposed to different things at an earlier age,
yeah,
right? Like
right,
how many, like you go on the East Coast, how many black kids are playing lacrosse? Like very few, but we had a couple
yeah,
playing for us on
none,
our team because it was just a much more diverse place to be.
yeah,
So I mean, it's a
yeah,
number of things that we can obviously talk about. That would be actually be a good episode talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
lack of education in like the South and other places because I think that has everything to do with people thinking the way they think as opposed to just blatantly and traditionally being racist or ignorant. Um, I think it just has to do with like poor education systems. I mean, you go across the South and across the East Coast, and generally education is horrible. Um,
yeah,
but no, I don't think that like what was I saying? Um, I was just was like it's almost like I kind of chose this school to be paradoxical almost. I mean, like I knew that it wasn't what
yeah,
we're used to, but at the same time, it's like I'm never gonna be. The reality is, and I don't care. Like it is what it is. Like people are gonna judge you off of what you do, or at least that's what I like to believe. And for the most part, that's how I've been treated in my life. Like no one's judged me because I was black. They judged me because of things that I've said or done or manners in which
yeah,
I've acted. But um, I went to the school almost to experience this. Because that side of where we live is obviously prevalent. But it's
yeah,
also I don't want to say funny to me, but it's like
peculiar.
I don't know how you go into it not thinking that that's a thing.
Oh,
Um,
like not expecting it, like,
Yeah, and like I
yeah,
know wherever I go, I'm going to be a minority because that's just how numbers work. I'm a minority
right,
in the world, so therefore I'm a minority at my job, and I'm a minority at my school, and I'm a minority at unless you go into a super super concentrated strata of a demographic that looks like me, I'm not going to see
yeah,
more black people. So I didn't really care about that too much, to be honest. And it wasn't really off-putting. It was just weird to have that be my first community experience at Clemson.
yeah,
They're like, "Don't
yeah.
go here."
I know it
Like,
sounds
what the
sounds
hell? I already
terrible.
signed. I just paid him. Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's good though, dude.
Um,
That's good. That because I mean, like where we grew up, dude, it's such a bubble, man. It's such a bubble of like
yeah,
acceptance and like understanding. Obviously there's racism everywhere, and whatever. But uh, we definitely grew up in a very different uh, environment than I think most of the rest of the like country. So
yeah,
like that's one of the reasons why I came out here. It wasn't just because like I mean a lot of it was because of cross, but it was also because like I needed to like go see something else.
yeah.
And
I think college is great for that.
yeah, that's why I always encourage like high school kids. Like people talk. I get some messages sometimes like about some kids graduating and moving on to college and stuff. I always tell them like go as far as you can, like somewhere just like totally not in California. Like everyone I talk to is from California, so
Yeah,
but I always tell them like go to like freaking New York or something, or like go to like Kentucky. Like I don't know, like go somewhere different because you always find yourself experiencing something completely different, but also pretty
yeah.
awesome. Um, I love
Like
it,
they
dude.
fry
I
everything here. It's
deep
fucking
fried everything
sick.
here, dude. Tanning on the goddamn roof like some white trash that we are. Praise to the Lord. And
Fuck Allah.
fuck Allah. Uh, we love that AK-47, and we
It's
like
the
our
only good thing
gas.
them damn terrorists made. The
Yeah,
AK.
yeah. We like our gasolina under 2.90 a gallon, brother.
Dude, yeah, gas. I'm under like 190 down there. It's like,
Dude,
wait, are you
that's even
actually
better.
at 290 in JU?
93 octanes, like anywhere from like 280 to 290.
Oh, 93 is probably
I've been
like
using 93.
210 max.
Wow.
And like every other, actually, that 210 is where I am.
Okay.
It's probably
Because
lower in South Carolina. It's like 165, 170 for like the bottom tier, whatever it is, and then it usually
yeah, it's
goes
like
up by like
87.
15 or so cents. So
Okay. Dude, that's because my bill here, like every week or whenever I do a full empty to full fill up, is like $30, which is
yeah,
like
I
amazing
mean, this is
already.
something else we need to talk about. The more I like, the older we get and the more conscientious we get about what our expenditures will be in the next few years. I really
Yeah.
don't want to go back to fucking California, dude.
Yeah.
I really don't want to go back. Like I get it. Like
Dude.
all of our home bases are there. Like for as long
Yeah.
as we can remember, whenever we were hanging out with each other, like us, Mick, Mason, like whoever it was always
Yeah.
South Bay. And
Yeah.
I'm willing to overlook that for everything else that you get by living anywhere else, like other than the
Yeah.
West Coast. Like I just keep
Yeah.
seeing these videos pop up of like Texas houses and shit,
Yeah.
and they're like fat mansions. Like I'm like, dude, not mansions,
I
but you
would
know what I mean?
I've actually looked a lot at Texas because Hudson. I talked to Hudson a lot about real estate, and so I've been looking at Texas a lot, and another place is really nice is Reno in Nevada.
Yeah,
Super
you can get
super
hella
cl-
land in Reno.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure how far it is from Vegas, but
It's about an hour and a half, I believe. My friend
okay,
Brandon made the drive one time, I think.
okay, but even Vegas, like if you go a little outside Vegas, like all that property is like a lot cheaper too. But yeah, like those are two places that I've been like Austin, like somewhere out of Austin or somewhere in Texas, but then also Reno is another place I've been looking at. But those are two places I would probably think about if California becomes too unbearable. Because I'm going back to California after I graduate. I'll be living there. But
Yeah, let me know, man. I don't need to fucking go back. That's for sure.
yeah,
I mean, I would like to be close to where if I was like, oh, I've got 3 weeks off. Don't know how that would ever happen. But, if it
yeah,
did, but I could drive back to see everybody. Um, but yeah, let me know, man, because I've been looking at it as well. And I know that my job probably fresh out is probably going to be with some investment firm or with a bank.
yeah,
So I can basically do that anywhere, any
yeah,
big city. But yeah, I'm not looking for, I mean, house is just ridiculous, dude. I don't even understand.
yeah,
There has to be another housing bubble coming. When you look at the prices of like
yeah,
what you
dude.
get in a small Texas town versus what you would get with that same money in California, it's
It's
absurd.
ridiculous.
There's no way that that's rationally economized.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit in like East Hollywood, like a piece of shit, even in like Pasadena,
Dude, I don't even
like a
know if you're even
one.
living in those cities.
No, but I
Yeah,
mean
it would be
like a
a
piece of
studio or
shit in
something.
Pasadena, like a piece of shit house, like a one bathroom or two bathroom, two bed, and a kitchen
Maybe
with no
you're paying.
backyard for like a
Yeah,
million or almost a million
yeah. Exactly.
when you
You
can get the
drop
same.
500s and you'll get freaking like an acre and a
Yeah,
half
exactly.
in
Yeah,
Texas, and you'll be a 4 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom house. Like, why the hell
yeah,
would I buy anything in California?
yeah. I
Like
mean,
the
even
cap is probably
Arizona.
so low. Fuck Arizona.
Yeah,
No, I can't live there.
it's yeah.
Arizona
Arizona's a little
is
too
literally
deserty.
a shithole.
Yeah, so
The only good part, and I
I
say
no
this every time
Scottsdale's good.
Arizona is brought up, no, it's not. The only time Scottsdale is boring as shit, dude. The only time that, unless I'm thinking of it wrong, which I don't think I am, uh, is when we went on that trip to that one hotel. Whatever region that was of Arizona, I would live there. I would
Yeah,
not live anywhere else. Obviously, I guarantee that land is probably crazy relative to all the other
Sandstorm,
land.
right?
No,
Was
no,
that
no.
Sandstorm
Maybe.
or is that
No,
a
no, no. It
different
wasn't
tournament?
Sandstorm because
It was a
it
different
rained out.
tournament.
Sandstorm is usually in Palm Springs, I think, or like
Why was that shit
Palmdale.
canceled? It rained for like two
It rained,
hours.
dude. It rained. Yeah, I think it was because the place that we were going was like this really nice facility that Scott had worked out. And then
Yeah.
once it got rained on, we were gonna just ruin the field apparently. So they were like, "No, we can't have you.
Oh, with
Come
your
on."
cleats.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I mean, geez, dude, wherever that was
Yeah, there's some
freaking
nice big ass
mint.
houses there. Yeah.
Um, but other than
Yeah. It's
that,
a
I
little
wouldn't
hot
live
though. A little
anywhere.
hot.
It was hot, yeah.
a
And
little
obviously,
hot.
I'm thinking of the hotel. Your house probably wouldn't look like the damn hotel.
No,
But
yeah,
dude, that was
yeah,
sick. They gave us like golf carts per room and shit, dude. That was
yeah,
fire. I want to go back there. I think we should plan a visit there, wherever it
yeah.
was.
I'd be down. Yeah, I'd be
Um,
down.
yeah, I've just been looking a lot at that lately. Obviously, you have too, just housing and shit. I was actually thinking about it earlier. I was wondering what you were gonna do after school, but now I know you're going
Yeah.
back to
Well, I'm
Cali.
going back. Yeah, I'll be going back. I mean, no matter what, to get my life started. But that doesn't mean I'll stay there forever, you know. But it's just like because I know just watching my brother live right now, like him living in Irvine is doable. Like with a studio and whatnot, it's actually pretty doable. It's still not bad. But I mean, I could see myself doing that for a while. And but because like it really depends on really dude, it depends on how much money I make, dude. Like if I start like making waves, dude, like, you know,
Don't upgrade
like
yourself, man. Live as frugal as you possibly can.
no, I don't mean like I'm not gonna like drop racks and stuff on a bunch of dumb
He said,
shit.
"Time for a new car."
Well, cause
Some
like,
spoilers.
dude, I'm cheap as hell, even with my in like with my dad's money.
Yeah,
Like, so I can only imagine what I'm gonna be like with my own. So, but the thing is like, but the but the thing is like, if I start making like really good money, like let's say by like 28, I'm making 400 grand a year. Let's just say, uh, that's still like that's
taxed
still
or
not
untaxed?
that's untaxed.
Okay, okay.
But like, no, let's say tax. That's already
Yeah,
taxed. That's pretty good for California live. That's okay for California living,
that's
but it's
great.
not it's not it's
What do
not
you
it's
mean
not the
that's okay,
best.
dude? Do you know how much people make and live in California?
Well, dude, if you add up though, if you yeah, true, but like yeah, you're
Your
right, you're right.
expense
Never
at
mind, never mind.
28, you have no kids, you have no wife. I'm assuming no kids, no wife, you're one car, and basically you're eating for, well, I would say you're eating for one, but really you're eating for three because you're fat
Yeah,
ass.
yeah, yeah,
But really, that's your largest expense is food, right?
yeah,
Everybody else would be like, crazy on water bill, crazy on electricity. Your expense, your out bulging expenses are food.
gas, everything. Yeah,
You're not, yeah, you don't really go many places other than like the grocery store back home, the gym back home.
that's true.
400,000 for you as a 28-year-old would be exceptional. Like literally
Maybe. I mean,
400,000 at any point in someone's life, taxed already, would be exceptional. Like
okay,
that's like the top end of a lawyer is 200,000. Obviously, you could
okay.
well surpass that barrier, but you have to be doing some top law to be in that 400,000s rank.
All right. You know what?
You could have a Lambo, bro.
I totally forget I said that. I totally miscalculated that.
Let's say you were
But
making. I've thought of this too, the scenario like this, and I thought starting salary. Let's say I make maybe like the cap of my starting salary, or like 10 to 20,000 over the cap of my starting salary, and that's how I've done it.
okay.
Basically, is how I would work it out, where I
Yeah,
could
I'd be
realistically
like
live.
30-ish
$30,000?
a year. Yeah, 30-ish.
No, no, there's no way, dude.
The
You
job
need to
I'm
get
gonna be
another
doing,
degree.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
The job
That
I'll be doing, yeah.
where are you gonna get some more money? Are you gonna strip or something?
You don't know that. I have an
I
OnlyFans.
don't. I'm asking you. You have what?
I started an OnlyFans.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Because I know that people are being in
I'm
racks
just,
on OnlyFans,
just
dude.
kidding.
I would.
I'm
I
just
wouldn't
kidding.
doubt it. I would might do it if I hadn't just said it on this.
Yeah.
Uh, nah, girls make racks. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, true, true.
30K? Nah, you'll make more than that, dude. Because obviously you'll get 30K. They always say that, but that's literally a kid that's coming out, has no
Maybe I'll make more.
connections,
Yeah.
hasn't made any waves, doesn't have any backing. You'll have all that stuff. You'll have your resume built up from the work that you've done. You'll have people, whoever it may be, that'll put you in connections with some guys, and you'll also have your experience as a bodybuilder that'll get you a lot more than
Yeah.
30K a year.
Well, that's the thing is I don't plan on doing just one thing. Like I hope the way I'm gonna be making money is through multiple different streams because if I just do like personal training at a gym, I'll be poor, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I was saying. I was just thinking of salary, or like I guess you would factor in whatever other revenues of
yeah,
income that you would have. I
yeah,
probably put myself, yeah. I was like, I could I Irvine, like you said, is reasonable. It's still doable. And when I said I
yeah,
wouldn't live in California, obviously I didn't mean the state in its entirety. Like
yeah,
there's plenty of places in California to live. I just don't think that they're super favorable. Irvine is probably as far out as I would go, because anything past
okay.
Irvine and you're really in fucking Shitsville. Um,
Yeah, like Barstow. Is that in
yeah,
California?
I
Or is
think
that
it is
Arizona?
Barstow, California. Yeah, there is a Barstow in
Yeah,
California. There might be two
yeah.
Barstows,
That's a
but
shithole. It's like Bakersfield, but the South.
exactly. Bakersfield is garbage. I went to
Yeah.
a camp there and it's horrible, dude. There's nothing there except for I think the camp that I went to.
What camp did you go to?
Jameson Ranch camp.
Oh,
It's
oh, is that where you
literally
shot is that where you shot all the
the squirrels.
squirrels and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
dude.
Shout
That
out to
camp
our
was
OG episode.
Yeah, that camp was lit, but it was the most bougie thing ever. Like I literally went to
Yeah.
that camp with like CBC news anchors' kids and like pro
Oh
athletes'
wow.
kids and shit. Like I didn't even realize how expensive it was until like I came back, and like several years later, my parents were like, "Yeah, when you told us that you liked it, but you weren't crazy about it like your siblings, we just decided to save the money and not send you again." I was like, "Cool with me." Because as soon as they told me how much it was, I was like, "Are you guys retarded? I would have never sent me or my siblings." Um,
Yeah.
but no, yeah, that thing was Bakersfield is just shithole.
Yeah,
Um,
bro. No way.
there's not many places, but I plan on doing, dude. I'm gonna freaking sell my body, eat top ramen. I don't freaking know what I'm not
Yeah,
obviously gonna do
dude.
that, but
Shop at Costco, get the frozen meats.
yeah, it's doable.
Uh, get like the bulk like whole egg pack that with they're the ones on the styrofoam packages with the shells that are like paper thin. Like you touch
Yeah.
them and they crack open. They're really
My
cheap.
thing is, I just want to save as much money when we're fresh out of college as I possibly can, so I can buy my
Yeah,
house as early as I want, or as
right.
early as I possibly can.
Yeah,
Because the last
I'm
thing I
living off
want
the
to do is fucking
God.
move around, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
I wouldn't be down for yeah, that's why I'm moving in with my parents again when I get back there, you know. And it depends it honestly it depends on where I end up working because like I know I'll probably end up working at the gym that I was working at over the summer to start, but you know things change. I've been on LinkedIn, dude. The amount of notifications I've gotten for like job openings in all the Gold's gyms all around California, dude. Irvine, San Diego, Gardena, Oxford or Oxnard, Hollywood, the North
you could probably
Hollywood
afford
Golds.
Oxnard.
Yeah, I mean, but like what I'm saying is like there's so many different openings for gyms that like I could always find another opportunity somewhere else like that, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'll move out and find my own place. But yeah, so like I mean I don't know if my parents will be watching this one or not. I don't know if they watch them consistently, but I
If
know
they
that
watch them
I'm
at all.
no, they have.
That's jokes.
Yeah, no, they have, and I know they have from what they've told me, um, but I don't know how long I can live at that house for much, like how much longer I can live there,
That's
like,
acceptable.
I'm already like at the end of each break, I'm already like on the brink of like, um, tearing off my own ass cheeks and eating them, like flank steak,
Yeah, I think that
so
parents don't necessarily. And I won't say that they won't respect that, but they don't understand why it is that we feel that way. Um, and I feel like sometimes they maybe see that as like disrespect. Like it's not disrespect. It's just like we're older. It's
well,
time for our own space.
it's funny because my parents are like, they always talk about how like when I'll end up moving on and moving out. Like my mom always jokes about how like, honey, you're gonna stay here
Yeah, I know your mom.
forever. But my dad's like, once college is over, dude, like, this is your head and this is my tit. You're off my tit, bitch.
Get
And I'm
off
like,
my tit.
fudge. So I'm gonna be off my dad's financial titty for pretty soon here. And your boy's gonna be a broke ass bitch. He's not gonna be a rich ass spending like $60 at Smashburger and then paying for everything and everybody all the time. He's gonna
Yeah,
be.
dude,
I'm gonna, dude.
that's mostly what I'm intrigued to see about you is how
Yeah,
your eating out habits shift when you're on your own dollar.
yeah, dude.
Because you can eat, man. And
I'm gonna
when you
be
run up
Nelly
a
no
check,
money,
I
bro.
laugh so hard.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be chippy
Nelly,
cheap
no
ass,
money.
dude. Yeah, I'm gonna be Nelly
I
no
feel
money,
I used to
chippy cheap
envision your
ass.
dad just fucking going every time he looks at his credit card statement. Holy fuck.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be
He's like,
Eddie empty
in
wallet,
1 week, this guy.
dude. I'm gonna be so rich though at the same time for how much money I'm gonna be saving, bro. I'm not gonna, dude. Like, I'm not gonna spend jack, man. Like, I'll go to the gas station and be that guy who's like, "Hey, man, you got any change? Cause I lost my wallet, bro. I need some gas
Oh
money,
my God.
bro."
Me and
You know,
my
I'm gonna be,
girlfriend just crashed our car. We need
yeah,
$5. Merry
yeah,
Christmas. Motherfucker, it's July.
yeah, dude. And hey, dude, make no mistake. When you see those, when you get the receipt from the grocery store and it has an extension with all the coupons, make no mistake, I'm actually gonna keep those, man, and I'm gonna use them.
So is your dad, are you gonna be like paying for your own food after college?
We came up with an agreement. It's not gonna be a full release from the tit. It's gonna be more so
Right.
like it's gonna
Just
be a gradual.
every time you nibble, he's got to pull you back.
Yeah, instead of
Got
like
it.
all day, every day, just sucking it dry, it's gonna be like a 3 day a week, session where I suck on it. So it's gonna be like, I can't remember exactly what the words were. It
It's
was
probably
like
necessity.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna still pay for. No, yeah, he's gonna pay for my phone still. My phone. I think gas, maybe not. I think gas is gonna be one of the ones that he keeps me on for just a little longer, maybe for a few more months. And then food, I think is gonna be one that I will take care of. But yeah, it's gonna be a few things that I'm gonna take care of on my own, and then gradually, as I start making more money and I start proving that I can start really taking care of all that stuff, then I'll be off the tit. But here's the thing, though, your boy, he's not a dummy. All right, so I'm going to be saving all that money that that I won't have to be spending because my dad's taking care of it for me. So I'm gonna be a little dishonest with my dad about how much money I'm making. Like, I'm gonna start making a lot of
You
money.
better stop telling them right now because if he watches
Like,
it, you're fucked.
like, like I'll be making like a lot of money every year. But I won't. I'll be like, yeah, dad, like another tight ass month.
I
He's
got
like, all
laid
right, buddy.
off.
Yeah, yeah. When in reality, like most of my business is online.
I just got promoted. I got
Yeah,
laid
yeah,
off, dad.
yeah, yeah. Austin, is that a is that a Mercedes? Oh, you know what? It's the loaner,
I was depressed because I got laid off.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
dad.
yeah.
Oh man.
So that's
Yeah,
my
I'm actually interested
strategy.
to see what my parents are gonna do as well.
Yeah, they're just gonna
'Cause,
fucking
I
drop
don't
you out of
eat
the
like
nest.
you, like in
Yeah.
quantity, but I cook
So
a
money
lot of
wise,
different things, so it's
okay.
kind of equivalent.
Well, food wise for you, like money wise, when it comes to food, you're gonna be a lot better off than I am.
Yeah, because you probably actually very
Because
solidly go grocery shopping for everything you eat every week, if
yeah,
not
like
sooner. Um,
I do like 2-3 times a week. I shop.
yeah, see, I wouldn't do
So
that. I wouldn't need to. It would
I'm like
just be like,
$400 a week.
oh,
Dude, the amount of chicken breast I'm putting down, the amount of salmon, fucking vegetables.
oh, Bro, you
oatmeal,
are
egg
literally okay.
whites.
It's not equivalent at all. It's not equivalent at all, bro.
Yeah.
I'm literally like 4-ish, maybe 2.5 every 2.5 weeks.
So I'm like double.
Dude, yeah, almost triple.
Yeah, dude, it's tough, man. Living the life I live, being
And then
hungry,
you got your
dude.
supplements and shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. I've actually cut back on the supplements because I've started doing my own research and learning some more about certain things that I don't necessarily need that I can get from my diet. So I've been able to cut back on the supplements, but still, you're right. Like I definitely still spend like around $100 a month on supplements, like protein
Yeah, but
powder, pre-workout, glutamine, all my multivitamins. Actually, I didn't even think about those. My fucking multivitamin, probiotic, fish oil, zinc, prostate, liver, heart, kidney,
just
digestive
keeps going.
enzymes.
Appendix.
I don't even have my appendix.
Yeah, I know. So I don't have it, but that's what the supplement's for.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, so that's a lot of money, man. So
yeah. I feel like there's a bit of a trade-off between you and me because where you don't really go a bunch of places other than like
yeah,
just sheer necessity. I fucking love
yeah,
driving. So
yeah,
I literally eat up my gas money. So if that's something that I can get my parents to freaking take over when I graduate, we're in business
yeah,
already. Because
yeah,
that is, especially if I go back to California, dude,
yeah,
especially
dude.
gas
Yeah,
is going to be the only thing that I can't really adjust to, I feel like,
yeah.
because
Well,
you're
that's
paying
when
twice the
hybrids come
price.
in. Hybrids and
Yeah,
electrics,
but
dude. I'm
then
going
now
for
you're
it.
giving your all right. We need to do an episode of just expenses where we
All right.
actually
Yeah.
rationalize
Yeah.
what we're saying with what
Yeah.
is true. Because the last thing I'll say about hybrids is that now we're just now incurring like a huge value on our cars, like
Yeah.
or not value. I shouldn't say value. I should say it's just price. We're gonna pay a lot more. You're gonna pay a premium for a hybrid because from what I know, fucking hybrids used are the worst investment you can make. First of all, cars aren't investments anyway, but
Well, yeah, because like, yeah, it's a car, like, and those are like those hybrids are like the most like the easiest, quickest depreciating vehicles out there.
yeah,
But the thing is like you have to remember it's a good investment if you're buying it to save gas money and you're going to use it, like you're not
yeah.
trying to
Only
resell
when
it,
you have to go. Yeah,
yeah, when it's a necessity like that, I really don't feel like it's one of those things where it's like an investment where like you're trying to get a return on it, like by selling it one day kind of thing.
yeah,
I look at it as more like an everyday necessity. So like that's why, as much as I was kind of against electrics, a couple of years ago, like I'd be so into it like now, or like a hybrid or something. Uh,
yeah. I
if
don't
I
give a
do end up
fuck
living in
about what
California.
cars look like when they're on my dollar. Like I'll drive a damn Prius.
Yeah, dude, I kind of finally have been starting to kind of mature in that way too, because I mean, my first car was a
You've been
fucking,
driving the most
yeah,
cost inefficient cars I've ever.
yeah, yeah, like sport, fucking flashy as hell, yeah, but like that's not becoming as much of a priority now.
Yeah,
But dude, even some of those hybrids are kind of sick, like the Lexus LC, bro. That's a hybrid or electric, I think. They're coming out
you're
with
not
one.
affording that car on your $30,000 salary.
I mean, daddy will
You
help
know
me.
what the monthly will he? Your dad's gonna be like, you better get a fucking Prius, motherfucker. Like,
No, you know what? I'd be down for one of those electric 4-door Lexus. Those
bro,
sedans, like
like I know what you like the ES 350
the
or
L
whatever,
the L
or the
L
H,
LC3 LC400 or whatever, LC50
bruh.
LCR whatever.
Those
Yeah.
things are like $350 a month car notes, or 35,000 plus dollar cars,
Yeah, I
$40,000
would I
cars.
would just I would I would just pay for it right there, get a little loan. Yeah. Because I can
we need to
drop
have
my.
an episode. We need to have an episode about
Well,
this
because
because you're not just gonna get a little loan.
well, no, dude. Have you seen my credit score though, bro?
I haven't.
Don't think
Have you?
so.
Have you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, first of all, do you have your own credit card in your name or is it tied to your parents?
It's my name.
I know it's your name on the card, but whose account
Yeah.
is the credit card on? It's on your parents' credit card, right? Your parents'
Well, it's
account.
connected. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's my
So
card. It's under my name. I'm paying for it technically. So that's why I have my own credit score.
no, I know what you're talking about. I have the same thing. It's not as
Yeah.
dense as their own credit. Really, our expenses on our card is going towards their credit more than ours. So we'll come off detached with that credit score, but when we try to apply it, it's not going to hold as much value as, say, theirs.
Well, true.
So if you try to get a big thing like a car loan, it's not really going to hold water because you're like, nice try, jackass. You bought 2 packs of gum and paid it off. Like, we're not stupid. We're not fucking dumb. I know what you're talking about, though.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a
Yeah,
very
yeah.
smart move to do that, though. My parents have been
Yeah.
doing that for me the last like 5 or so years to build my credit.
Yeah.
It's like our credit scores are basically what our parents' credit scores are, which is really beneficial for us when we finally detach from them. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe not that car, but I'll get something.
I know what you're saying, though. Yeah.
Get something else.
Dude,
then,
buy
but,
a freaking get an i4. Those things I've seen used i4s freaking money.
BMW?
You know the i4, yeah, the ugly ass little box car.
Oh hell no! I would never drive that shit.
Hey, but guess what? It's
Hell
got the same motor in it that the i8 does. So
yeah, I don't care, bro.
So you'll be moving in that little.
Dude, I'm not gonna pick up.
cube.
I'm not gonna pull up and like pick up some broad and be like, yeah, don't worry, babe. It's got the same motor as the fucking i8, bro. All right. So,
Yo,
like,
she doesn't want to get in. She could walk then. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Well, I'm not kidding about the walk part. She doesn't want to get in. She could actually walk, but you don't have to drive the i4. Yeah.
No,
but this is an episode I think we should discuss.
Yeah. Well,
I
took a note down.
Yeah.
I took a note down, so we can do that some other time.
But that might be the episode, guys. We just chat our mouths off, really, and it's intriguing.
Yeah.
So come back for another episode. We have the idea, obviously, of talking about relative experiences and expenses that we're going to have in the next few years. Obviously, I feel like the vast majority of our audience, you guys who actually do partake in our videos and do listen, probably are going to be going through the same things that we're going through shortly. So let us know what you want us to talk about. Obviously, we're not experts. I feel like it's just good to hear out loud what other people are thinking, especially when it's the same thing as you, same worries, same concerns, same questions, maybe.
Hell yeah.
And I think that's a good stopping point. Let us know. Obviously, you saw the post. Hopefully, if not, I'll reiterate, we have shifted to YouTube. Obviously, we realize that our mouths are too damn big and we yap too damn much to be on Instagram. So we've made the shift. There are no parameters on YouTube that I know of, or at least no parameters that we're going to surpass.
Well, we'll get demonetized if we curse in the first 5 minutes of the video, but we can't even monetize. But we don't even get enough views or subscribers to even monetize, so it's okay.
First 5 minutes, 100%. We do that every episode, like 100%.
But we have to have at least like 1,000 subscribers or something or whatever to get monetized. So we're we could do it. We could do whatever we want.
All right, cool. So you guys heard it. We don't give a fuck.
Check so hot.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see you guys for the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. And peace out.